Shalom, everyone. So we're continuing our work on our character traits has to do with speech. So I got a little, beautiful teaching from my Rebbe that I wanted to share with you. That I think fits perfect for our week, since we are coming into Parashat Tetzaveh. So we speak about the garments of the Kohen Gadol and the high priest. So the high priest had 8 different garments, but one of the garments had actually bells on the bottom of its garment. The robe, at the bottom of the robe, it had little bells, right? It looked like that, belts and rimon. So the question is, why was those bells for? Pomegranates, bells and pomegranates. It had actually a total of 72 pomegranates and 72 bells. So we are told that the main reason that the Kohen Gadol needed those bells so that when he will enter into the Holy of Holies on Yom Kippur, nobody else was able to go there, and in case he dies, then people will not hear the bells, and therefore they will put him out through the strings, because it's a very holy moment, a very intense moment, and we don't know 100% that the Kohen Gadol was gonna stay alive. So what were the bells for? You had served 2 main functions. One, to be aware if the Kohen Gadol was still living. And number 2, for the Kohen Gadol himself to be aware of the significance of the bell. What was the significance of the bell? Every item in the Beis HaMikdash and in the clothings represented something that the human being needs to fix. It was a fixation. It was a rectification for one of the traits that needs fixing. So what was connected to the belt? It was the speech. And interesting, what bells make sound, and just like speech makes sound. So the idea was that when the Kohen Gadol will enter, right? So every step he will enter, it's like a momentum, first of all, right? It's a preparation. Every step was important, and every step was reminding him of the importance of his speech. That if he says the wrong thing at the wrong moment, at the wrong place, then he will die. So in many ways, I think it would be great if we, all had that all the time. Every step you make, you get ready for something, and you're reminded, be careful what you say, be careful what you say, be careful what you say. And then when you're about to speak, right, you stand when you speak, you don't walk and speak. Most of the time, sometimes we do, but let's say you stop, and now it's complete silence, right? Complete silence, and you're about to speak, but now you're so much more aware of what you're going to say, because there's no more the sound. So it shows us the importance of the life and death that's come with we have from the Tehillim, Mi ha'Ish Chofetz Chaim. Well, who is the man who wants life? So it's someone who is careful from speaking lashon ra, right? For evil speech. So now, let me read you a little thing connected to that. Why there were 72 bells? They're alluding to the 72 possible shades of white that could make someone a Metzora. We know when someone had spoken evil speech, right? There's the Baal Turim who brings that, Tzarat. So they will have things on their skin. There were different shades of white. So there were 72 of them, depending on the level of negativity that they had spoken. So it shows, it's a reminder, therefore even more, it's a hint of the fact that it's all connected to the power of speech. And what happened when we speak evil? So we're put in quarantine. Once the Kohen says, oh, this is Tzarat, we're put in quarantine, and therefore we're put alone. We're separated from people because you hurt people. So we're going to put you alone. So think about it a lot now, what's happening with COVID, where we will have been quarantined for like 2 years, or like, it was 1 main year, but then it's still continuing, right? We have a mask on our mouth. What's the message, you think? Plus the whole media, especially now, it's like you didn't get the message. On top of all that, the media and all the news, all that is about talking trash from president to one president, from politicians, from the media, from everybody speaking. Oh, he's evil, he's wrong, it's his fault, he's lying. It looks like we got even worse than what it was before. Like putting you in quarantine was not enough. What happens if you put in quarantine and still don't learn your lesson? You die, right? So in a way, one of the greatest avodah to do today is to actually use the mask. But don't use the mask just to protect you from the germs. Use the mask from not talking. Stop talking. Even if it's true, says Rav Zelik Pliskin in his book, even if it's true, it's not worth speaking evil, or at least publicly. Again, there's certain case, sometimes things need to be known, but do you have to spread it in a way that everybody's aware and then now they think negatively? No, okay, the people who have got hurt, they got to know, and it got fixed. Especially, obviously, everything has halachot, and you have to decide when can I say it. If it's abuse and people need protection, so then people have to know. But if it's not that, it doesn't necessarily need to be known. So you have to see halachos whenever. Am I allowed to say that? As we have to learn the laws of Lashon Hara and Shmirat HaLashon. But right, this is the main thing, that we have to be so aware. So I want to tell you what my rabbi's chat was. My rabbi's chat is that when you speak, it has to sound like music. Whatever you're going to say, ask yourself, is it going to sound like a nice music, like a bell? Is it going to sound melodious, harmonious? If it's not, just stay quiet. I want to reveal to you a secret of Kabbalah. In Kabbalah, the mouth is called Malchus, which is the feminine energy. Malchus corresponds also to the womb, meaning that it's a place of birth. Your mouth is a womb. Through it comes words. Those words are all your children. They are all babies that you give birth to, because every word is like a seed. Our rabbi says every time you say a word, you create an angel. What does that mean? When I say the word, and it's one of the reasons we speak in the physical world, we create the body, the vibrations, the physical vibrations, sound that comes out is the body. The intention I have when I say those words is the soul of that body energy. And then the wings of that body is the love and the awe you have when you say that word. It's the emotions. So based on your intention, the sound, and your emotions, here you create an energy that can be an angel or it can be a defective demon. We're giving birth. When it says like, oh, there's those spirits, the demons and angels, it means the energy we have brought into the world. And our mouth is so powerful. So I say, these barriers with the lips and the teeth, 2 barriers. All that is a reminder of the tremendous power that we have. By the way, we have 32 teeth, and 32 correspond to the 10 spheros and the 22 letters of the Aleph base. When we speak, we're using those 32 combination of energies that goes in the world, and change everything. The world was created through speech. So we have to realize I'm creating through speech. It's the word of Bria. I'm creating. It's not I'm just talking. You're creating. You're giving birth. Are you giving birth to good children or bad children? There's the same thing with a sicha betela, right? The wasted words. And we have the same thing with when men waste their seed is zera levatala. Betela levatala. Same concept, wasted seed. So we have to understand that our mouth is so real, it's so powerful. And on top of that, from what we said before, 72 bells, 72 is the name of Hashem's 72-letter name, the highest of all the names, which correspond to the world of Atzilut, which means you realize how powerful you are affecting the world when you speak. So if you're aware of that, and we're very careful with speech, and we make sure that what comes out of our words, our mouth is like music, then Bezat Hashem will be able to only give birth to children who wants to sing all the time, children who wants to be positive and say things all the time, physically and spiritually. So may we all be able to be careful with our speech and only say things that sounds like a beautiful music. Have a beautiful day.